Good afternoon, Joyce. When students return to school here in Olympia, the students at Orla Academy will be walking through a brand new entrance. There's a new state law on the books that requires districts to work with law enforcement and the latest technology to hopefully make campuses safer.
These were original art drawn and designed by one of our seniors.
Students in Mrs. Burns' yearbook class selected a comic book theme for their most recent edition.
It's a very worthy endeavor, and I'm glad it's not digital.
And we'll do a 911 other.
But at Marysville-Pilchuck High School, the security is high tech.
It's great for peace of mind. It's great for being in the loop and understanding what any given situation is.
Snohomish County purchased Motorola's Rave app for all of the district's staff. The app sends alerts to 911 and all of their coworkers if there's an on-campus emergency, a shooting, fire, or medical event. It's optional for staff, but most have signed up. This is, after all, a campus where 4 students were killed in a 2014 shooting. Shaylee Chuckelnaskett, Andrew Freiberg, Zoe Galasso, and Gia Soriano.
Every school that I've been in has always had the buy-in of staff on safety because we know our #1 priority is safety and a supportive learning environment. And everyone needs to be focused on that.
The principal says they've been using the app for years, but a new state law mandates it or other tools for every school this fall.
This is my daughter, Alyssa Aldaf.
Alyssa's law, signed by Governor Bob Ferguson in May, is named after Alyssa Alhadeff. The 14-year-old was killed in the Parkland, Florida school shooting in 2018.
A total school lockdown can be triggered by any staff member on the school's campus.
Alyssa's mother says panic alarms might have saved her daughter's life, and she's working to get the law in every school in every state. Under Alyssa's law, by October 1st, every district in Washington must establish emergency plans with local law enforcement. Campuses also need to install technology aimed at making them safer. The panic alarms are one suggestion, but districts can choose to offer two-way radios for staffers or exterior doors that can be remotely closed and locked. Another option, installing security cameras like the ones they just put up in all Tumwater schools. Tumwater police now have the ability to instantly tap into any of these cameras in the event of an emergency.
And I'm able to zoom in if I need to. I can move the camera side to side.
Heidi Center-Howden is principal at Tumwater's Michael T. Simmons Elementary.
I don't keep these cameras up all day myself. I really only access them if I need to.
They just got high-definition controllable cameras all over the campus. The cameras can trace which direction someone is headed and can all be monitored remotely.
I have done that before as well when there's an emergency call or an alarm call that I receive in the middle of the night just to see, who's on campus. Can I put the alarm, do I need to call police department?
Districts can and are taking steps beyond Alyssa's law. By the start of the school year, visitors to every Olympia campus must enter through a vestibule that makes them start at the office.
If you're in a boat, you're going to want that life jacket in case something happens. This is a life jacket for us and especially for our students so that we can keep them safe. So you're going to find capes.
Back in Marysville, Mrs. Burns is ready for the new year, and she's glad other teachers across the state will have the tools she's had at her fingertips.
Being confident that you can do your best to keep your students safe in any given situation is really important to us because we're here for our students. So by October 1st, every district has to report back to the state as to what their emergency plan is, which law enforcement agency they're working with, and which one of those devices is now on campus. The majority of school districts already had one or more of these devices in place on campus, but the bill's sponsors said this was really the only way they could guarantee that everyone in the state is on board. Live in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.